Alright, so if everyone is watching or anyone is watching this video, it's because you are considering or have already purchased a high resolution engine. And so what we want to do is go through how the engine is set up, because it's not set up the same as our other systems. This one right here has the ability to home the Z very accurately, but because 0 is down low, we home away from 0. We can't go to our absolute 0 limit because it would crash into the bed every time. Now this particular unit is down, so I'm going to run it down. Here you go. Did you catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So it goes down, which we call the pop-off, and then it homes slowly until it triggers a sensor. And there's an optical position sensor at the top of this. And that's what it does to make it quite good. It is at position, and I'll show you where these settings are on the OBS screen. Okay. But it's at a position that we tell it where to go, and that's right here. It says home offset, and you'll see it says 100 millimeters for the Z. And that means that when it's done homing, it's at 100 millimeters from 0. Okay? So what we have to do now is we have to be able to set this up. So I have a head here that on my build plate is at some distance from 0. It can't be at 0 because that would give me no adjustment. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my bed over. You have something?
You're recording.
That looks better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and send the Z to home, which is all the way to 0, and you'll see that this would collide because the head is hitting it. There, the head's now hit it. Okay, so it is up a certain distance. So we're going to actually move it. That's 20 millimeters up, and I'm going to move the head back. I'm going to do this. Okay, so now I'm going to get the Z until it just touches. Now one thing that's brand new is if you come over here and hit the CNC tab, it says live coordinates. If you click that text box, now it's going to display the actual position. So right now I'm showing that my position on my Z is 20. Okay, which means that if the head were zeroed, I would tell it the head offset is 20 millimeters from 0. Then it would automatically add 20 millimeters to whatever Z is given from the program. And I'm going to show that in the code how that works. Okay, but for right now, I'm going to set this up and I'm just going to jog it until it's correct. So let me get a piece of paper, which I have tons of. Just all of it's so strong I can't tear it. Alright, let's move this wrong way. There we go. And now I need to run this . There. Alright, so it just released it. So it's 10.4 millimeters is how far it is to the tip of that. Now we can get very fine control by clicking the fine move, and now when we move this it's going to show much tighter motion tolerance. And yes, I can move that up and just put that right back there. Make sure that it's in the hole in the back. There it is, 10.33. That's zeroed. Now I put that offset in my code, which let's just see if we can load a G code. Let's see if they got first prints in here. They don't have my code from high resolution engine prints. Okay, and I'm going to do the nut. Okay, so let's look at the G code. Alright, and if you come down here, I don't know if you can zoom in on this or not, but right here is where I'm setting the height of my head. And in this case it's called T1H 13.3. So I'm at 10.33 on this, and the reason why it's off is because I had a 3mm plate that I was using this morning, and that's why it's a 10.33 now. If you put something on top of this, you have to add higher. You have to have a bigger offset for it to zero out correctly. All right, I'll get this on screen capture for you. That's all you have to do. At that point, you can type print, and you'll see that it will home itself up first. So now it always homes the Z first. You always want to home Z before X and Y, because if you're down in a hole and you try to home Z, X and Y, you'll bust it. So always home Z first. That gets it up and out of the way. Then you can run your X and Y just like you see is going on here. It's the same exact technique we use when we're homing our CNCs. And now you're ready to go. And now what it's doing is it's heating up a head that isn't plugged in. This one I'm talking about, well, it is the correct head. Well, maybe the head's getting hot and I don't know it. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's waiting for the head to get hot. So when that gets to 400 degrees, it'll actually try and print something. But it won't stick on this because we have to put acrylic on it. So I'm going to kill the job, just showing you that's how it would normally set up and get going.